Hello, this is going to be, I guess I'm going to call it part two of Ask President Obama. I know I made another one earlier, so just go to my channel and you can watch the part one. I'm making this one because I originally recorded 8 questions, and when I went and rewatched it, I noticed I think it only recorded up to question 6. So if you want to see the first 6 questions, you're going to have to go back and watch that one. But here are the 2 questions that I guess it didn't. I don't know why I didn't record it. I recorded 12 minutes, and when it came up, it was only 8 minutes, and I'm pretty sure we have about 15 minutes or so. So, anyway, here are my last 2 questions that got cut off. Number 7. With regards to the citizen spy network, and I know you can call it whatever you want, but slowly we're having these citizen spy networks where it's like if you see something suspicious, be on the lookout for suspicious things. If you see something suspicious, report it. Which, just about anything can be seen as suspicious. Probably what I'm doing right now could be seen as suspicious. So just about anything can be seen as suspicious. So, what is suspicious? Who gets to decide what is suspicious? But my issue with this is more. It really reminds me of things like Nazi Germany, North Korea, things like that, where you have individual citizens watching their neighbors. Oh, what are they doing wrong? Are they doing? Could my neighbor be a terrorist or something like that? And if I'm and I'm not the only one who feels like this. There's many Americans who feel this way, that this is becoming reminiscent of Nazi Germany and countries like North Korea and other countries throughout the years that had some form of citizen spy network. And each country's done it differently. But I guess that has there ever been a time when these citizen spy networks resulted in something good? And again, look at Nazi Germany, look at North Korea. I've been listening to a book on audiobooks the last few days called Nothing to Envy. The book, it basically talks about, I think the book's about six defects from North Korea that were interviewed. And, they talk about how you have to be careful what you say because, there's eyes and ears just about everywhere. And you could be betrayed by your friends, your family members, even mother against mothers could turn in their kids, or kids could turn in their parents. So I ask, when has a citizen spy network ever been good? When has it resulted in something good? So that's question 7. Number 8 is kind of a two-part question. Basically, it's in regards to the economy. When you ran for President Obama, you talked about trying to fix this economy, and I know it can take a while, but there's two things that I see that would be good. Have you considered ending corporate welfare? For people who are watching this who don't know what it is, I do have another video called, I think it's called Corporate Welfare. That you can watch that will go into more detail than what I'm going to do here about it. But basically, American citizens pay taxes, and some of our tax money is going to corporations like McDonald's, IBM, Campbell's Soup, and there's many others that are getting basically what's called corporate welfare checks to run their businesses. And I guess my question is, why don't we put a stop to this? From it's my understanding, we'd probably save $200 million a year if we would put a stop to these kinds of things, especially when a lot of these companies are just making shop in other countries. Like it's my understanding that McDonald's spent over $1 million of the corporate welfare money advertising Big Macs in Europe. I guess it would be one thing if they were using the money to, set up shop here and get more people hired, but they're not even doing that. And second of all, another thing that I see that would help is, most people will say in this country, if more people open up small businesses, that would actually be key to, helping our economy right now. Yet most of these small businesses fail in their first year. And I think it goes a little bit deeper beyond the fact that they can't afford to run their business, or they don't have enough business. In order to run a business, you have to get certain licenses. You have to pay certain legal fees in order to run it. What if we got rid of some of these legal fees and these licensing procedures? It's my understanding in some countries it's easier to start a business than it is in the United States. For example, one country I've looked into, it seems to be easier in China to open up a small business. When I was in, I spent some time in South Korea. It seemed like everyone was selling things on the street, fruits and vegetables to T-shirts, and that's another thing. I read several months ago, and occasionally I'll see other articles like this, but the police showed up and shut down a 6-year-old's lemonade stand. You know, we need to get some of these. We need to get rid of some of these loopholes that people have to go through to open up a small business. I mean, I personally would love to start a small business, but I don't have the funds to, pay whoever, all the people you have to pay in order to do it. And this is why I'm willing to bet most of these small businesses fail their first year. The first year is the hardest to start getting business, and when you're on top of that trying to pay, maybe, hundreds of thousands of dollars to get yourself going, and you're not even getting a profit after you've paid the American government to run. So anyway, those are my 8 questions. Sorry the last 2 got cut off. So anyway, I hope you all take care, and God bless you all.